Introducing his opponent from the Baines compound, Robert Baines.
You're not kidding, Johnny. Nothing to enjoy about this. Indeed, Robert Baines. Dan Joseph, we were on hand at Milestone. We thought we were going to see that reunion of the Friendship Express between the hobo Robert Baines and Gentleman Jervis, but that train was off the track permanently.
Yeah, that got derailed quick. Robert Baines had a plan. He put it into effect. He put it into use, and now D-Man, he has got his work cut out. That big old, sick ex-hobo, Robert Baines.
Saying he has his work cut out for him, that's an understatement, Dan. I mean, D-Man, a lot of people call him the cocky Canuck. He's very full of himself. But what he needs facing the monster that is Baines, he needs humility, Todd. He needs focus, because no one has left the ring conscious in trying to face Robert Baines.
D-Man hails from Palm Beach, Ontario, Canada, against a man who's been hailing from a bomb shelter of sorts. Repeated shots there by D-Man. Robert Baines having no part of it, and the power on display early, and D-Man's going to have to stick and move, Johnny.
No doubt about that, and that's what he's doing. Dan, what do you think about his strategy so far? Quick strikes, he is definitely the more agile of the two. Case in point right there.
Caught him, didn't get all, couldn't take him over. He's got to use that speed. I don't know if you want to keep... it's working out.
Counter, going for the cover here, and I got to mention this, guys. D-Man is perhaps prepared for this matchup when you think of the type of physical opponents he's had. Tim Storm, and in the PP3 Cup tournament, he took on the main man, Bateman.
Well, yeah, but he's got to use his speed, and he's got to use his wrestling technique. He's got to use those things. You don't want to get into a brawl, into a fight with Robert Baines. I mean, Baines, he's a big man. The D-Man, he might not pop bubble wrap if he walks on it. You got to be careful.
Yeah, no doubt Baines is going to try to devour him, but great point, Todd. Facing competitors like Tim Storm and Bateman as he's heading up top here.
Oh, see, there's the agility. Good read.
Oh, my.
Oh, playtime might be over. Turns them inside out with a huge clothesline. And D-Man tried to high fly there, but got grounded in a hurry by Baines.
You know, we can't forget what Baines did to Jervis. I mean, literally tore him in half. And, you know, that kind of behavior, that proves not only did he blame Ty Matthews and Watts for their downfall, he clearly has built up over 2 years of animosity towards Gentleman Jervis.
Well, who cost him that match? I don't think Baines thinks it was him.
Clearly not.
Robert Baines attacking Gentleman Jervis in that tag team match that we were supposed to have at Milestone. Then they went one-on-one, and Thomas had to cover up a fallen Gentleman Jervis to try and protect him. Look at the straight out of the gut wrench. Excuse me.
And no one was happier than Howdy Price and the Rancheros when Baines decided to attack Jervis.
I don't think anyone looks happier than Baines right now.
I was happy not to see Howdy Price in that singlet for too long.
Oh, going for an arm?
But look, Baines still has his hands clasped, though, Todd. That's not even getting close to being locked in right now. Oh,
whoa. Doesn't have to be.
Oh, wow.
Oh, he's got that shoulder lock in now as well.
Exactly what he needs to do. He's dead center in the ring, too.
Boy, this is big-time trouble for Robert Baines. We'll see what his pain tolerance really is all about.
Without a doubt, the most focused we have seen D-Man Dan Parker. He was gone for quite some time, but since returning, he's been almost a different competitor.
Absolutely, and guys, D-Man might not be advancing in the PP3, but what would a win over Robert Baines do? Oh, the weight, the power, too much there. Gravity hurting him there.
Oh, man. I think he sat down low on the stomach.
Yeah.
If he would have went across the chest, that would have been broken ribs. Lucky he ended up in the gut.
Nonetheless, though, Todd, that's 250 pounds of dead weight that D-Man had to try to push off of his body.
Boy, just when he came crashing down, I got to believe that must have knocked the wind out of D-Man as well. And now taking control is Robert Baines. These shots to the lower lumbar region.
You could say that. A little bit of rib cage as well.
You could say back.
This sadistic survivalist, Robert Baines, has just been on a warpath since making his return in 2018.
I think what really impresses me about Baines, not just the fact that he came back bigger, stronger, meaner, his mentality, his smarts, the way he goes about doing the things that he does. He's on a different level than he used to be, and that makes him very dangerous.
D-Man was on a different level with that backdrop, seeing the bright lights of Hollywood I don't think too many people will compliment the mental acumen of Robert Baines as our partner just did. But he certainly is premeditated in his plans, in his actions, and we saw it at Milestone.
Well, to Dan's point, though, Todd, yeah, people want to call Robert Baines crazy, but guess what? He is also incredibly cerebral and intelligent. You combine the two, the guy has no fear. He doesn't care about his own safety. That makes a very dangerous individual. But D-Man, I give him all the credit in the world for fighting back right now.
Look at the fight, and D-Man got some separation, if only for a second, but eats that huge elbow. This monster, Robert Baines, going for the cover, doesn't get the win. Baines in control. We've got to take a break. We'll be right back.
Attention.
The mauling continues here on Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. Throughout the break, Robert Baines forcing D-Man, gentlemen, to pay the price.
And you just look at what he's doing now. This is where he just gets inside of the heads of his opponents on top of the strength advantage, Dan.
Yeah, as soon as he takes control, he's very confident in his ability to just keep moving forward, keep enforcing his will.
And think about what he did to Watts, Todd. That is a guy who's about 70 pounds heavier than D-Man.
Yeah, he can seemingly overpower just about anybody, and you might be able to also, if you drink whatever that serum is. Now he's got the arm bar.
He's got it.
And look at this, the strikes as well. Double jeopardy for Robert Baines. Is he going to tap?
The arm ain't hyperextended.
Oh, the weight now rolls in the other way. Guys, that is about as close as we've seen Robert Baines to a submission loss.
But D-Man, out of desperation, found a way to get that submission locked in, but huge fall away there.
Like a sack of potatoes just slamming down.
I don't think he was going for potatoes. He was going for the T-bone. He was going for the main course. And Baines would rather throw you than know you, gentlemen. Look at the distance he threw him in that suplex.
And this is where D-Man is starting to feel the effects from those earlier knee strikes. You see him gasping for air near the bottom rope as Baines is looking to continue the assault.
Ooh. And we don't even know if D-Man would be 100% after eating that death from above in the PP3. He doesn't need to eat more strikes like this.
He's only 7 days removed from that match. There's no way he's 100%.
This is a pace, Dan Joseph, that I have to figure certainly favors Baines.
Well, I mean, in the beginning, the smaller man was trying to keep it fast. He was trying to do a little bit too many strikes. I think he wanted to play Baines' game, but he's playing Baines' game now.
You have to believe Gentleman Jervis and Thomas watching this very, very closely. D-Man.
Crucifix attempt here.
Oh,
got it. Oh, Baines rolls through.
Yeah, it took so much to get Baines down. He ended up way high.
Oh my God.
Never mind what I was going to say.
Well, I think the Canadian's going to have to stick to only maple syrup and soft foods after that, gentlemen. What a shot. Boy, that'll kill some brain cells.
Clubbing forearm, that's an understatement. So much power behind everything Baines does. What does D-Man have left? That's the question.
And Dan, I think that's the difference here. As D-Man has to string together a whole host of offense, a single shot by Baines can change it. But look at this, rolls through. Thought it was going to be a DDT, but he comes up with a guillotine choke, and it's deep, fellas. Look at that. Baines is changing colors.
That's incredible. You see Baines starting to fade. That is unheard of. D-Man pulling out a new weapon from his arsenal.
I don't believe what I'm seeing.
Gentlemen, we might be seeing one of the biggest upsets in the history of championship wrestling from Hollywood. Oh, wait, Baines.
There. Now I believe what I'm seeing.
Boy, what is this Robert Baines made of? Looked like he was dead to rights in the guillotine choke. He was turning purple, but now powering his way out. He's got D-Man cradled. Counter attempts by D-Man, but to no avail. The big suplex.
Incredible.
Maybe whatever's in that mask, he don't need air anymore.
But we're kind of back to square one here, guys, because both opponents have eaten so much punishment. They're both out. Who can capitalize?
Not the same, though. Not the same. D-Man's got to rely on that speed and agility. When you're beat up like that, it is tough to go fast.
I agree with you there, Dan. D-Man having a very tough time getting back to his feet. And meanwhile, though, it's rare to see Baines on his back for this long.
Agreed. But, Johnny, how much oxygen was depraved from the brain, if there is one, in Robert Baines?
Oh, believe me, there is a brain in there. And trust me, it's very functional. The guy has built himself up to take as much damage as possible in whatever underground bunker he lives in.
It's functional, if not abnormal. Nice shot upstairs by D-Man. He's going head hunting against the monster. Rear waist lock.
Whoa.
But the size, the power discrepancy comes into play again. Hurricane Rana gets just enough. Boy, this is the best we've ever seen, D-Man, and that's saying something.
Man, trying to get the pin, but Baines smart. Gets to the ropes, gets to a corner. Can't get pinned when you're on your feet.
He's going to charge in here. Look out. Got him. Double knee right to the head, it looks like.
Nowhere to go but down, perhaps, for Baines. Baines looks exhausted. I really don't think he's recovered fully from that choke. Can he get enough? No. Power on display, but D-Man out the back door. Seesaw matchup to kick things off.
Oh, no, look out.
Going.
Oh, he's trying to lock it in.
Uh-oh.
He's trying to lock that in.
Baines kill shoot.
Oh, he's got all the leverage. That's got to be it. Dead center of the ring.
Yeah, Baines is on top. This is it.
No man has gotten up from this Baines kill shoot once he has all the weight.
Oh, and in risk of a pin as well. So double jeopardy here for D-Man as he starts to fade. It's the proverbial quicksand. The more you struggle, the deeper you get. D-Man's in deep and he's out.
He's out.
Whew.
Here is your winner, Robert Baines.
Well, we need to check a replay brought to you by the terrifying new thriller Scarecrows, available now on VOD and DVD and Blu-ray, where victims are turned into scarecrows while they're still alive. And Todd, massive clothesline earlier in the match to really turn the tide by Robert Baines.
Yeah, but D-Man, he stayed in it and caught Baines with that guillotine, and it was a close call, but more extracurricular here. Fireman's carry roll through. Give me a break. Get this madman out of here.
As if that was even necessary. You have to believe he's sending a direct message to two individuals right now.
No doubt about it.
Oh, no. Double axe handle.
That'll cave your chest in a hurry, gentlemen.
Yeah, quick, ring the bell more. That will stop the man.
We need help for Dan Parker. I mean, he can't breathe right now.
You ring that bell, might as well be the dinner bell for Baines.
Let's go to Kathy Campanelli, who's going to get a word with Robert Baines.
Robert Baines, we thought that the hobo of old was back with the Friendship Express at Milestone, but then you shocked us all and attacked Jervis. What happened?
You know, I wanted for the hobo to come back. That would be easy for me, but rather I would expose Jervis Cottonbelly for what he really is. Gentleman Jervis is just like me. Underneath that yellow exterior is selfishness and rage. And I exposed it. And by the end of the PP3 final, he will be completely unhinged, and it will be his doing. I don't have to demolish him. He will demolish himself and expose himself for what he really is. So at the PP3 final, I don't just want Jervis. I want Thomas. I want them both. I want them together. And I will completely dominate, because I am not just physically commanding. Mentally, I am 5 steps ahead of each and every person on that roster, in that locker room. All of them. Don't you forget, Robert Baines is the brains and the muscle, and at the PP3 final, you'll get to experience it both.
Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. We have more championship wrestling from Hollywood after the break.